You alluded before the break to your appearance on Dragon's Den, and I know that was a turning point. I want you to tell it in your own world. So you go out to auditions, and you end up in the green room on season 4, 3 or 4? You end up in one of the earlier seasons.
Yes.
And take it from there. What is it like? You arrive in Toronto, you get...
Well, amazing, and you're comparing yourself to everyone, and you shouldn't. And then you go in the green room where this amazing person with huge energy from Ryerson comes and goes, "This is entertainment!" And we all huddle, and that was you. That's where I met you. And I was like, okay, it's showtime! It's showtime! And then on the green room on the TV, they keep showing Kevin O'Leary throwing people out of the den, showing old episodes. And then other people are coming up to you trying to pitch on you, and you're kind of thinking, I just need zen, I just need calm, and there's no calm in there. And then the coolest part, I gotta tell you, I will never forget this moment with you. You do the vetting, the last vet before a person goes in the den. I think that's a tremendous thing that you do, because you can work out the kinks now. One last chance, we're gonna grill you. It's very healthy. And
do you think your pitch changed before and after that moment?
No,
You're giving me too much credit, I think.
No, you challenged me, and you had a team with you that you were wondering if the social component was enough for them, and that was important for me to see. And then you bought the fragrance for your wife, your fiance at the time, and I thought, well, nothing says it better than the person that's vetting you buying your product on the spot, and that gave me confidence.
Wow. Again, I think it's mostly you, not me. But that's nice to hear. What happens on the show? You get out there, you tell them this pitch. It's not a charity, but to some people it might appear to be. And then all of a sudden they start to see this amazing business person. Tell me what it was like to be in front of those hot lights on that summer day.
I was scared. I was terrified, because you do the countdown before, I call it the plank, 10, 9, 8, and you want to pee and you want to drink water, and you're just terrified, and suddenly you're a 6-year-old on the diving board and you don't want to go to the end. And then the chance to tell millions of Canadians that we need to do trade with nations rebuilding. If you have a purpose...
That's one of the biggest benefits of Dragon's Den, isn't the win or the loss.
No.
It's getting your story out.
Yeah, you get to tell Canadians.
Did your story get picked up when it aired?
In what sense? Just that it just kind of flew off the shelves at the stores?
Well,
and the orders were insane?
I think that people showed a real strong interest. Why don't you tell me about, let's stay with the theme. When you're there and they start to ask you questions.
Well, it's interesting because you have to have done your homework. I met with venture capitalists in my own community before I went on. You know, you're going to have these 5 of the most esteemed venture capitalists in our country. Don't waste their time. Get on there, do your homework, and you'll be fine.
Have your elevator pitch, know your numbers, know what you want to do with the money.
That's right.
It turns out that you had something, and people started to get excited, and bids come in left, right, and center. How does it end that day? Well,
it was very important. I was going for more than money. Even though the banks wouldn't give me money, and I have a perfect credit rating and I own my own house, we're gonna make perfume with oils from Nations Rebuilding wasn't something they're lining up, which is hilarious, right? But nobody would give me money, but it was more than money. It was mentorship I wanted. And at the end, when they said, do we have a deal? I said, do I get your wisdom and your counsel? And it was Brett Wilson that said, you know, you'll have trouble ignoring us. And he became my mentor right away, and mentorship is huge.
Tell me about closing the deal with Brett, those early days, setting the table for a great relationship.
Yeah. Well, immediately we both share strong support for the troops. So our philosophies aligned. He believes in empowerment as well, and he's fun. We have a good time. We have a banter.
He's a very easy guy to talk
to. So even though he is my mentor, and you know, he pushes me and challenges me, I have a good time. It's a good journey, you know.
So you appear on the show, you get some cash, you get some mentorship, but more than that just happens. Your story starts to resonate and people start picking it up. Was there one day in particular when the phone rang and someone said it's X, Y, and Z from the following newspaper that you thought to yourself, wow, maybe there's something bigger here?
You know, I don't know. It's the funniest thing about entrepreneurs. We never ever think we're there.
It's a moving target.
We never do. It's right.